Sun position, midday. Wow, now it's bright. Huh. Loki, are you crashing again?
TP myself somewhere.
Just go to a midday and it's nice and bright. Can you hear me all right, Brett? I'm trying to initiate a voice conversation in pastoral staff. Can anyone hear me? Welcome. Yes, I can. Loki, turn your volume down. You're too hot. You're too hot, Loki.
I can be heard. Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. Thank you, sir. So, Brett, can you hear us?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good.
Loud and clear. Whatever it is, we got it worked out.
You're just a little hot to me, too, but I can turn you down.
Well, that's what she said.
So I apologize for my levity in tonight's service. I felt I needed something cheerful.
It was funny. I enjoyed it. I think lots of people enjoyed it.
Well, not lots of people. We didn't have lots of people here.
No, sometimes sneezing that can be a hit or miss.
There's nothing going on except
I was a little on Monday, too.
I wish I was about to take my virtual grandma virtual world over there and explain the virtual body.
Well, anyone who's playing a child in Second Life has problems beyond just behavior. So I have word back from my attorneys today that we should actually be a 501c3 nonprofit corporation within 2 weeks' time. We got approval on God's House of Prayer as our nonprofit name.
Sweet.
That would be a God's House of Prayer corporation.
Yep. But we should be able to get Second Life to enforce that title and not allow anybody else to plagiarize it and shut down anybody else who tries to use our name or take a play on our name. We'll have more force now that we have an incorporation. I'll be selling the SIM to the corporation so that the corporation will actually be the landholder here.
Which means we'll have to make another account.
Yep. Well, I've set it up right now so that Brett is the president, you, Loki, are the secretary, and I am the treasurer. But I'm hoping that, and Knack, I haven't given Knack a title yet, we have to see, but he's in the corporation with us as well. But we need more people than that. You know, I mean, we should set up a committee of 18 staff officers who can make recommendations. You know, as a real nonprofit church, the membership, which I'm going to assume we would have to assume is the membership of House of Prayer, should be offered an opportunity to vote upon the pastoral staff positions and things of this nature in a formal once-a-year meeting. I doubt that many of them want to be involved, but, you know, there may be some who will. But I think this is the future for us. I really do. I think it's the only way to see House of Prayer survive. Loki, I checked, and the rate that nonprofits get for a full SIM is $150 a month.
That's awesome, dude. I can't remember what it was. I haven't dealt with this stuff in a while because obviously I haven't been doing development work for anybody.
Well, if we had 4 SIMs, though, that were only costing $600 a month, realistically, I've been paying almost that for 2 SIMs.
Yeah, and once you get to, I think it's 5 SIMs, you actually get an invoice discount rate in addition to all of that other stuff.
Well, it may very well be that we can be the God's House of Prayer continent one day.
Well, you know, the fact is that what we could do, and probably make a nice chunk of change doing it, is get rid of the Popular Sim and those other people who are paying Anchi, you know, $300 and something a month.
Well, it's true. We could set up SIMs that allow other nonprofit or other Christian groups a place to exist at lower rates.
That's not a bad idea. And even if we charge them $1.95, that's still going to make us $40.
Well, maybe not so much patio, because they've got 2 full SIMs that they have. Of course, they have mentioned something that goes across a couple of
but they've also mentioned shutting down.
Yeah. Well, I just think that fundamentally we could probably move those SIMs into our fold if we wanted to.
I've not heard of it. So what I was going to say is the other Christians, like Grace Culbertson over at Divine, you know, they've got a quarter SIM. They don't have a full SIM. They have a quarter. We can also do the same thing.
Well, I'll also tell you this. My company would be willing to make $1,000 or $2,000 a year tax-deductible donation to this group, and I'm sure that we'll find that there are other companies that are willing to do it. Your company might like to make a tax-deductible donation if it were you could write it off of what you're going to give Uncle Sam.
Yeah, and not only that, and not that I mentioned this to Loki, but I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not. I have about 8 to 12 former church members that afternoon, they listen to the service on the radio. And I talked to a couple of them and told me, they said that if we have individuals, 501c3, that they would be more than glad to give offerings to the 501c3 because they are listening to the House of Representatives. So this thing really go in so many different directions.
Well, I think we need to be clear that if we're going to go down the nonprofit community side and offer these other people's regions, it means that we're going to be doing some management of regions. And that means time and effort.
Well, you don't do that for the day.
Well, and I think there's also a possibility that if we do this right, we'll be profitable enough to pay those people who are putting a lot of hours in for their effort. I don't think there's anything wrong with a nonprofit paying people who are doing work to make the nonprofit live and grow. And Loki's right. I've managed Sims. I had 70 at one time, and it was a 12-hour-a-day job for me and a staff of 9 other people. So, it's a lot of work. And I don't think we're going to get up to 70 Sims, but I can see it's possible that we could easily get up to, I think it's possible we'd get up to 10, sure. 1,500, it would only be $1,500 a month to have 10 Sims. That's not a lot of money, really.
Well, I tell you, on the residential side of it, I don't know how that is, but I have been going all over SecondLife, all over the place, looking to see what different people are doing I've got to see yesterday, $600 a week,
Yeah, it's somewhere between 2 Linden Prim and 6 Linden Prim.
And all these people are living out places. They've got ground full, skyboxes full, and they've got houses broken.
And more importantly, they're doing it at $195 or $295. They're not doing it at $150.
Well, yeah, I think that would be what you're saying. Having Christian scenes open to other different ministries, that would be
and the fact is that if we do this the way that we're talking about, the lab will probably want to add us as a portal and add a separate category in listings, because this will do something that no one's done before, which is sort of build a solid Christian community in SM.
when you say portal,
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you guys ever talk about being a welcome team?
Yes.
I actually passed the test and got a license to be a welcome portal. And could probably get it back. I never did anything with it.
That would be it. But of course, we would have to do something for the H-man thing. We got to backstory. I think that's awesome. Because we have 0-day episodes looking the welcome center.
The Welcome Center would be a different environment and a different setup than what we've got.
That could be on one side, and the other three could still be
welcome centers, you have a bunch of requirements for a welcome center. You have to teach people how to actually function an avatar, and teach them about SL and how to use things and inventory, and there's a bunch of requirements. So,
A long